Yo, so I don't know what part of the video you're checking into, but I'm checking in from south of France. It's one of my favorite spots here, over there. One of my favorite spots. Monaco's way back there. Sorry, I was in Saint-Tropez a couple days ago. Yeah, I mean, was doing a little bit of house scouting for myself in about, maybe after I have kids. Before that, I'm gonna go around the Med with my boat. Then we're gonna upgrade boats. A lot of things I've been reflecting on. I mean, yesterday night, bro, I was thinking back on like the actual, like, I know I like to put them aside, but I was like embracing the actual struggles I went through. And the reason I don't talk about it enough, and my friends I grew up with, they know, my family, they know, I just don't like to talk about it that much because I know people like to flex the bad things they went through. Like, I'm a man because of this. Like, if you didn't go through anything bad, like, that's bad. No, I don't think you should take pride in the just the journey that you went through. I think because if you start to think that way, which I was for a little too long, then you start to seek too much of that adversity, which you should set up habits. You get to set up habits that give you the adversity throughout the day. Things like going to the gym, things like cold exposure, etc. Because then after you feel like you just went through it, it gives you momentum, it gives you power. But you shouldn't have your mind conditioned to look for adversity or issues. Sometimes people get too addicted to pain, which I wasn't kind of before, and your mind starts bringing you not towards the path of abundance, but it brings you towards a harder path. Like, you can literally choose that, and you see a lot of people online who kind of preach that too much. They always end up in some bullshit, and it's good that they embrace it. They have the right mindset, but it's better to be the person that uses adversity to make themselves more powerful rather than the person which keeps on finding themselves in adversity and kind of cultivates their life that way. I'm talking about adversity like hardships and things like that. But of course, I attribute so much of who I am as a man because of those things. So fucking grateful for it. I'm so grateful for all the things that are coming. I'm so grateful for everything that happens now, no matter what. When you put yourself like that, you're in a state of surrender. And therefore, you cannot be affected. You rewrite your script so that you become the stronger person when those same things could have broken someone else. So if you can constantly become a stronger person from events, situations, things that would have broken someone else, that does very good things to your mind, that does very good things to your identity, that does very good things to your life story. Well, hopefully everybody can look back in some way, shape, or form, feel that they've grown from the things that life has given them, from the situations that have happened. But that doesn't mean you should chase that thing. That doesn't mean you should feel like you're missing. You should be at a homeostasis state of abundance. And if you haven't been through any of those things, just set up habits that make it do that. Like, don't become too comfortable, because then your mind will just start to create those things. It will start to create bullshit things. So create adversity in your life. Make yourself that strongest fucking person, no matter what, no matter how good your life is. Make yourself make yourself at least believe that you are the strongest man you know. And while I'm on the topic of self-belief, the reason why I want to expand on this so much is because it's probably the only thing in common between everybody that's in the position you want to be in. Think about it like this. Actually cultivate that feeling. There's a reason in the most ancient religious teachings. There's a reason in spiritual trans-serving teachings. There's a reason that your business mentor will tell you that you need to have that unwavering faith. Just picture like the hug, just like a hug from your mother, you being a baby. But it's Mother Earth, it's Mother Nature, it's the universe. which is just hugging you and just telling you everything will always be okay. If you can feel that warmth, then no matter what happens in business and life, whatever, then you will move steadfast. You will strategically move like a master, like the universe is on your side, rather than moving out of fear and moving out of doubt. That's the only way you can slip. So even if you're in like the worst possible position, you just like that sport where you like doing tight roping, you just cannot look down. That's why, you know, having faith in God and everything helps, having faith in yourself. But you don't always need to find a reason. If you find reasons here and there, that's cool. That's like a cherry on top. But it has to come from deep, deep, deep inside. And of course, you're not going to get it right away. You have to feel so comfortable in the now. And the more, okay, what your mind fears is the unknown. So that's why the more you study, the more you can study. If you're in the beginning of your journey, study as much as possible. If you haven't felt like you've uncovered every single aspect of the universe and or business or the field that you're in, then study more. But you should never stop, because there won't be any fear. If you feel like you know every single one of these laws, you read all these books, you watch all these things, and of course, the more experience you go through, how will there be fear if there's no unknown? So that's another way to remove fear and gain confidence. Once you feel like you have those cards in your hand, then knowing that you follow them every day, once again, gives you that unwavering faith. If you know, I just need to do this and this and this, and you just do it no matter what, and you just have faith in that process because it is the truth, then that gives you that warmth, that faith which you just can't even deny. That's the belief in yourself. Constantly hypnotize yourself towards confidence. Constantly. Whether that's in the pineal gland, in the single eye, whether that's in theta states, while you're half asleep, while you're just chilling, while your mind is wandering, put those inputs. Guess what? Your mind is usually in those states. Guess what? All the music you listen to can be putting you in these states, can be training your mind like that to make that seem normal, or it can be the other way. Same thing with the media you consume, all that stuff, what you reject, what you take in. So if you combine all those two together, then that's what hypnotizes your mind towards that faith, towards that confidence, towards basically being programmed to live and feel that way. Last part is that when you do have that, not only do you win more and faster and things like that, and you avoid mishaps, which is why that's the first thing you should do if you're a teen right now, before you're in a position where you have to start doing business and all those things. That's what you should work on, is the fact that you enjoy life way more like that. Because like I said, imagine you, and I hear it from all my friends who you can do the same fun things, the same fun trips, whatever, when they were 18 versus when they're 23 and they have millions of dollars, but they actually enjoy it more even though they're doing the same thing, because they have that warmth inside. So imagine you can have that all from the start. Imagine if maybe the goals you're trying to achieve take so much longer, but you can have that all in between.